Hi boys and girls, I wanted to go ahead and give you your writing lesson for this week. We're going to talk about the month in the military child writing that we are doing. Your writing is going to be submitted and printed into the Stars and Stripes during the month of the military child. To review our prompt, the directions are write 3 journal entries about your past, present, and future. To help you understand that better, we brainstormed and mind-webbed adjectives that describe you. You are going to use that adjective, the one that was in the middle of your mind web, to help write about yourself. You want to include factual memories, current activities, and future plans. When you're using factual memories, it helps the reader really connect with you because you're writing as a true self. You're not trying to make up who you are. When you're writing about current activities, think about what you do right now at Camp Humphreys. So memories don't have to be from when you were 2 years old or 1 year old. It could be from last summer or last year. It could be as early as last month. Future plans for the same. You want to go into the future, perhaps this summer, what you're going to be doing. If you're moving, what you think you're going to be doing in 4th grade. What are your plans? And make sure that they're realistic. Not like, oh, next summer I hope to be the star skater on my team, because that might not be so realistic. You can say, next summer, I hope to continue to practice soccer on my soccer team to get better. Here are some common verbs that we use in the English language. Remember, as you're writing about the past, you want to change the verbs to a past tense, such as asked. Here's an irregular one, understood. Lead, then led, try, tried. And if you're talking about the future, sometimes we add those will to the front. Will ask, will understand, will lead, will try. If you need more ideas, be sure to use a thesaurus. When you're editing and revising, you want to edit and revise with a partner. Your partner is there to give advice and suggestions. Your partner is not to be reading your writing. You are to be reading your writing out loud to your partner. So the author is reading, the partner is listening and offering suggestions, and the author is making the corrections to the paper. When possible, be sure to use the editing marks. You don't need to erase your mistakes. We want to see where you came from. If you realize that you didn't capitalize any letters at the beginning of the sentence and you realize it afterwards, that's showing Mrs. Sauer and I how much you have grown. Inserting a word. Plus, you might not like those changes later on, and you might want to change them. So you don't want to have erase marks all over the place. Here's the writing sample that we're going to use to edit and revise. This weekend was awesome. I went to the ring ceremony at the baseball field. They played the Blue and Orange World Series, and I won a raffle to throw out the first pitch. I wore my baseball uniform because we played catch with the players. I got to keep the ball that I threw at the mound. My brother won too. He got to announce the players for the first half inning. I used the ball to get Brian O'Connor's signature. He is the head coach of Virginia. We got free soda and hot dogs. I had a lot of fun. So I went ahead and took the writing and I expanded it to make it look like it was double spaced, just like you do on your writing. It really makes it easier to edit and revise when you do it this way. So let's begin. This weekend was awesome. Now, if you notice, there's no date right here at the beginning. It does tell you that it was this weekend, but a date telling the reader when it actually was happening is the better idea. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, because I am typing this, I'm on a computer, I'm just going to underline it, and I'm going to draw myself an arrow so I know that I need to put a date up here. This weekend was awesome. If you notice, there's a huge space back here. So I want to delete that space. It doesn't need to be that big. It just needs to be that small space. So this weekend was awesome. I went to the ring ceremony at the baseball field. And again, here is another huge space for us. So we're going to take that out. And we said we were underlining this for the date. What we're missing here, though, when we start the next sentence is a space between the period and the capital letters. So I'm going to put it insert. I'm going to put it insert a period. They played the Blue and Orange World Series. Again, missing a space here. Insert and I'll put a dot. I'll go ahead and circle that after all, just so I remember what we're doing. And I won a raffle to throw out the first pitch. I weared my baseball uniform because we played catch with the players. Weared does not sound right to me. I'm going to go ahead and circle the word. When I say I wear, that is present tense, but weared is an irregular verb when you change to past tense, so I need to change that spelling. I can do that later. For right now, because we're just editing and revising, I'm just putting an SP. I weared my baseball uniform because we played catch with the players. I got to keep the ball that I threw at the mound. Again, the word gots. There's something weird with that. It's not plural, nor when it is plural, it doesn't get an S. So I want to change the spelling of that later on to just got. To keep the ball that I threw at the mound. I'm going to pause here. So if I'm reading this to my partner might notice that this sentence right here, I weared my baseball uniform because we played catch with the players. It doesn't quite sound right. To me, it almost seems like we're missing information. I wore my baseball uniforms because we played catch with the players. Who are the players? I don't know who I'm talking about, so you might want to add those details as part of your revision, making it sound and give more information for the reader to understand. I got to keep the ball that I threw at the mound. Again, I don't play baseball. I'm the reader, I don't play baseball, so I might not understand what the mound actually is. So you might want to add some information here as well. All right, boys and girls, so that is it for our editing and revising. Once you do that one time over, and you're going to go ahead and get a new lined piece of paper, and we're just going to delete this. You're going to write your final copy. So the point of our final copy is so that way we can scan it in and send it to the Month of the Military Child Stars and Stripes. If we don't have a final copy with our best handwriting, then that's not going to work. They're not going to want to print something that people cannot read. You may add a picture if you want to, but be sure you have those 3 journal entries first. Have fun. I can't wait to read your writing.